Hi, it's Amanda the Nail Polish Hound, and welcome to this video in which I'm going to show you the polishes I really like to layer over each other. It was up to us how we interpreted this Topic Tuesday topic, but this was the mani that I immediately thought of when this topic came around, and it was one I really wanted to recreate. So I'm going to be looking at manicures that I've done where I've really liked layering polishes. I'll come back to this particular manicure later on in the video. I'm going to start off a little bit more simply, and this is just a straightforward holographic gold topper over the top of a base coat. These are the two polishes that I used in this manicure. We have Black Cherry Chutney by OPI as the base coat, and over the top I put this fine gold holographic topper by Northern Lights. I'm going to recreate each of these manicures on a swatch wheel. So here we have Black Cherry Chutney as the base, and here's the topper going on over the top of it. I really love this one, and I think the combination of the gold holographic with the deep dark red is particularly pretty. My next favourite is a combination of two polishes from my current project polish. If you're interested in those videos, I'll put a link to them at the end of this one. So we're using a base of Verbena by Sinful Colours and doing some accent nails over the top of that with A Star Is Born by Cuccio. So here we have the base of Sinful Colours Verbena and the topper by Cuccio going on over the top of it. I really like this colour combination. I really like this topper in general, and I am going to be wearing it more, but I don't like it on every single nail. It's a little bit too much that way, so I normally do it on my middle finger, my ring finger and on my thumb. My next favourite was a base that I used for one of my Halloween manicures last year, and this is a base of Lime Me Up by Maybelline. And over the top of it I used Don't Look Behind You by Colores de Carol, which is actually a thermal polish that goes dark in the cold and more see-through in the warm. Starting off with the base then of the Maybelline polish and then putting the topper over it. I really liked this as a manicure, even without the nail art over it. The Colores de Carol polish has got that lovely orangey glow to it as well as the glitters. I really love this manicure and I would like to wear this combination again. So those manicures were all fairly simple, where I used just one polish as a topper over another. Now we're going to start to get into the slightly more complicated ones, and the first one was this manicure that I did with three polishes. The original blue that I used I have since destashed, so I'm substituting OPI's USO Euro, which is the closest blue I now have. It's a little bit lighter though. And over the top of that is the original formulation of Fantasy Fire. And then over the top of that I layered ILMP's Karma, a nice gold flaky topper. So here we are starting with the OPI polish USO Euro, and the Max Factor Fantasy Fire is going on over the top of that. It is polished with original Unicorn P in it. And then over the top of that we're putting the gold topper by ILMP. I really love this combination. It looks like an extremely fancy indie polish, and I think I actually prefer it over this blue. I think I'd use an extra coat of the Fantasy Fire in this version that I originally did. I think I prefer the version I did on the swatch wheel, and I might do that one again also later this year. Next up is the manicure that I showed you at the top of this video, and this also included three nail polishes. I started off with a base of Bon Bon by Pretty Serious. I think this polish might be similar to Bet Bet Blue by Holo Taco. I didn't get that one, but if anyone has got it, let me know in the comments if this might be a dupe. And then over the top of that I put Danglefoot Polish's Take Her to the Moon for Me. And over the top of that I put the W7 polish White Wedding. Starting off with Bon Bon by Pretty Serious as the base, and here's the Danglefoot topper going on over the top of that. It's just very, very pretty. It gives it a lovely pink to gold shimmer. And there's the white wedding going on over the top of that. This one has some iridescent glitters and some matte white glitters in it, and I think that combination is just beautiful. I couldn't wait to wear this one again. Here's what my recreation of that mani looks like, and it is the manicure that's on my nails in this video. And the next one is another manicure that uses 3 polishes, but this one's a little bit more complex again. So in this one I used 2 of the High Vis nail polishes by Barry M. These were sent to me for swatch and review. The first one, the pink, is Pink Venom. The next one is Outrageous Orange. And I use these to create what's called a lazy gradient on the nail. I'll explain that later. But I also used Holy Hollow by Orally in this manicure. So I've already done 1 layer of this, but it's exactly the same as I'm going to do this one. Because these are jelly polishes, you can do a gradient straight onto the nail by just overlapping them rather than having to sponge them on. So I did a couple of coats of that, let that dry, and then over the top of that I put the Holy Hollow by Orally. It's very suspension heavy, this polish, so it is quite difficult to get the glitters out and onto the nail. It's easier to sponge them on, but off camera I did a little bit more glitter placement. And then once that had dried, I put another layer of the Lazy Gradient on over the top. These neon polishes from Barry M do dry matte, so to get that nice shiny effect you do need to put a top coat over them, but because you're putting these over the glitter, it just needs a normal top coat and you don't get any roughness from the glitter itself. So this is what it looked like on the nails. I really enjoyed wearing this manicure. It was originally matte, but then I put the top coat on and I loved it even more. And last but not least, we have this manicure that I did for Easter, and in this manicure there were 7 nail polishes. I'm not going to do all of them again, you'll be pleased to know, but the first combination of polishes I used was Elderberry by Barry M with Trend It Up Soft Vibe 060 over the top. For the green nail I used Barry M Rainforest Green, which again was sent to me for swatch and review, and over the top I put the Soft Vibes 030, and on the pink nail I used the Trend It Up 357, and I topped that one with Diamond Luxe Shine Bright by Model Zone, and then over the top of all of the nails I put Black Little Grains by Missoura. So we're just going to do the pink nail so I can show it to you. We have the Trend It Up polish to begin with, and then over the top of that I'm putting the Shine Bright by Model Zone, and this gives just a very subtle shimmer effect to the nail. It just lifts it from being a basic manicure. You can just about see the gold and pink shimmer that it adds. And then I put a very, very light coat of Black Little Grains over the top of that. I think this can be a little bit much if you don't put it on sparingly. Here it is with the top coat, and this is what the final manicure looked like. So I hope you enjoyed looking at the polishes I like to layer over each other, and here are those other videos I said you might like to watch. I hope you'll like and subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next one.